In this video, I will share with you the apps and tools I use and installed on my daily driver tablet, the iPad mini 5 for my personal, communications, and content creation use. Hey, what's up guys? My name is James and this is Tech M.N.O. As I mentioned in my intro a while ago, I use my iPad mini 5 as my daily driver device for my personal and content creation use. I chose this rather than a laptop because one, of budget constraints since I can't afford to buy a 40,000, heck even 50,000 peso laptops. And number two, iPads including the Mini 5 can render videos easily and swiftly because of its beastly performance thanks to its A12 Bionic chip. On the question of why I chose an iPad Mini 5 over the iPad Air 3, well, I'll answer that in another video. But here we are now, so I can share with you the apps I installed on my iPad Mini 5 and how I use them on a day-to-day basis. But first, make sure to click that like and subscribe button now to get you notified when there's a brand new tech video on the channel every week. And we still have an ongoing giveaway that you can check above or in the video description below. With that being said, let's jump in. Just a quick disclaimer, all of the apps that I will mention in this video does not sponsor me in every way. Some apps here are paid and I pay it with my own money. They have no additional input here and they are seeing this at the same time as you, my audience. So I divided my app list into 4 important categories: design and productivity, editing and file tools, social and communication, and finally entertainment. If you see in my list, there's no games included. It's because I am trying to save up some space for my videos if I'm editing since my storage capacity is only 64 gigabytes. Which Apple should acknowledge and upgrade it next time to a much higher capacity starting at 128 gigabytes in the first place actually. But oh well, it's Apple. The first category is design and productivity. This area is where I do my content creation ideas and some personal stuff that I need to store or remember. Because sometimes I forget some things that pop in my mind really fast. And these apps are very helpful to me. First in the list is an app called Over. This is a photo editor, graphic design, and logo maker app that when I do some thumbnails, photo materials for my giveaways, and so much more. It's a free app, but you're only limited to basic fonts and colors with multi-layering features. Having the other things like shapes and a wider range of other fonts and graphics are available for purchase via monthly or yearly subscription access, which is quite expensive for me since it's not super broad and some fonts are not in my preference or aesthetic for my channel. So I researched and looked at some alternatives online, and when I saw Patrick Ramble's video on his list of productivity apps he used in a day-to-day life, you can check out his channel there, and that's when our app number 2 comes in. And that app is Canva. It's the same as Over, but it's much larger and has more features than it on the free channel of his. It has more templates and basic images, and it also has a shape feature which is free. Video animations feature and a bigger library of fonts are available to use also. Sadly, it is the same as Over and also that has some features like background remover, and some pro designs and stock images are unlockable via subscription. Thankfully, my friend has one and he gracefully offered me to share an account and I can finally ditch the Over app once and for all. Next on the list are INSHOT and PHOTOGRID. As the name implies, they are a photo and video collage app that can automatically put background blur on our video if it's not on the correct aspect ratio or the zoom if I will use it. An additional perk for INSHOT is it also is a simple video editor if I will use it to edit some videos for my social media accounts without too much editing needed. Google Keep, on the other hand, is an app that jots down any important things that I will use it later or on other days. I can also store some website links, photos, drawings, and even voice recording on the app. It's also a reminder tool for me, which is with an included checkbox feature, and sometimes I will use it if I go on grocery shopping and I will list down the things I will buy there. It will sync into my Google account, so if I will leave my iPad in my house, I will have a copy on it on my Android phone as well when I go there, and it will also be a vice versa. It's a very convenient app indeed. Speaking of convenient, the last thing on my social and communication app list is Google Docs. From the name itself, it's a word and document editor that I always use for my scripts and content ideas if I will use it. It might need bare bones in some features unlike Microsoft Office Word or Office 365, but the main reason I use this is because it's free to use, and just like Google Keep, it will sync up to my Android phone so that I can double check for errors and or writing continue my script even outside my house. Now we move on to my next category, which is editing and files tool. This is more heavily based on my content creation work here in this channel. This area is where I used to do my video and transfer all of my files that I'm using so that it will be neat and easy to find when I need it. First is the Apple Recorder. As the name suggests, it's an app that can record your voice. This is where I use my previous videos on my channel when I am not yet facing on the camera. But I am still using it when I need to do voiceovers on my videos on social media like on TikTok. Next is an app called Documents by READDLE. This is where I put some background audio that I got from YouTube Audio Library because in order to store music on the music app, you need iTunes, which is only available on PC or Mac. So, as I said earlier, I don't have both of them. What's cool with this app is there is a feature called wireless transfer. Before I use apps like Zapier and ShareIt to transfer videos and photos there. However, transferring files there is slow and sometimes it's weird to use. You need to activate GPS and Bluetooth in order to work with them. It's wireless transfer. You can only need to put your device, like my Android phone, to the same Wi-Fi connection as the iPad, go with the accompanied website on the app, and enter the 4-digit code to access and pair the devices. Once completed, you can now upload files from my Android phone to my iPad and vice versa. You can share photos or videos to the iPad and going to my phone. It's very easy and it's very safe for your privacy since you no longer need to open location and Bluetooth settings. Next is an app that I always use to edit and render videos for my YouTube channel, and this is Lumafusion. This for me is by far the best mobile video editing tool you can find on phones and tablets, iOS or Android, bar none. To be fair with Adobe Premiere Rush, it's also a great video editor, but the features are limited and I need to pay for Adobe Creative Cloud for all of its included services, but I will only use one. Yeah. So, getting Lumafusion is my best decision yet. Lumafusion might be expensive to purchase, but you get almost computer and professional grade level features like color grading presets, keyframe audio levels, ducking background music, chroma key filter on green background videos, and even a comprehensive time-lapse and fast or slow motion toggles. Plus having an option to render it 4K, 60 frames per second, and even you can choose the video aspect ratio including in the app, like for example 16:9 or 18:9 is an icing on the cake. Next on my list is the RAV FILEHUB app. This is my companion app on my RAV Power AC750 portable router, which I have a review video that you can check on here on my channel. What it does is when I use my hard drive on my portable router, I will use the app to access all of the files there and transfer it on my iPad, or transfer a video from my iPad going to my hard drive with the device as a bridge. And finally, I can also manage the Wi-Fi setting there if I will use the portable router as a Wi-Fi extender or bridge. The next app is quite the same as the previous one, and this is the SANDISK IXPAND Drive app. This is the companion app for the SANDISK IXPAND hard drive for Lightning port iPads, like this one that I have right now. This app is very straightforward to use, and just insert the drive to the Lightning port, and I can back up my videos and photos or copy the files I will use to edit videos on the drive and transfer it on my iPad. And the final app that I will use for editing is an app called APOWERMIRROR. This app will help me to mirror the screen of my Android phone if I will do in my camera thumbnails or anything that I want to record on my phone directly to my iPad. I just need to have the same Wi-Fi connection as my phone and click the name of the phone into my iPad, and it automatically mirror on the iPad. And it also do vice versa too. The only downside of this app is there's no option to control the mirrored screen, which is weird and confusing because there's an option to control the device through mouse or touch. The next category in my list is social and communications. First on the list is my social media apps. I will pile them all up now since you already know, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, which is also a good segue to follow me to there. Just type at Tech M.N.O so you can get up to date with my giveaways and news about tech. The next app in my list is Discord. Discord is an instant messaging app platform for chatting with the people you have the same interests like tech and other stuff privately in a community they call servers. I personally joined the Isa Does Tech server, which is really fun to talk and have some great conversations there. I also have a Discord server there too, so if you want to join the M.N.O Nation, I will link the server down below. See you there! And finally, an app called WHATSPAD Chat. This is just basically an app that is browser-based version of WhatsApp on my phone. I will just scan the QR code and the chats I will have mirror on my iPad so I can chat and talk with other content creators from YouTube. I really wish that WhatsApp will have an iPad app sooner or later. This should be standard now, right, Facebook? Right? And last but certainly not the least, it's the entertainment category. I love watching TV series or movies on my iPad mini 5 in my downtime, and services like Netflix and YouTube are the perfect apps to enjoy with its almost big screen canvas. I can watch my other content creators' YouTube videos while checking comments on the side. While on Netflix, I can go in sync with the subtitles without covering the movie or TV series that I am watching. And for my music fix, I always rely on Spotify. Even though I am always in a free tier, I never miss out on the latest musics or podcasts that I'll listen to everywhere. And with the bigger screen, I can see the information, the lyrics, and also the playlist without too much scrolling. If you found an app here, or maybe two apps that might be worth trying for your daily usage on your iPads and even iPhones, I will link all of the apps I've mentioned in the video description. And for more updates, follow me on all of my social media accounts at TechM.N.O. And if you want to watch my review videos, you can click the playlist right here or my latest video right here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, my name is James and I will see you guys on the next one.